Rock Nation. What?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
The rock in the air.
4,
Yes.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Settle.
What's popping?
Hey, we gonna apologize for being late. AWS was down, so
Coming up.
it impacted our stream.
Yes. It impacted our stream.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you think about when you hear stream though? Sometimes beside income, you know what I remember when I was a kid and I heard the word stream? Damn, where'd my camera go?
AWS.
Oh, they're at it again.
We can't. Look, my camera's gone, guys.
Uh-oh. They got you, buddy.
Got him.
I might be next. I'm in his general vicinity, so they might get me next.
Hold on, y'all gonna have to work with us because we are in the middle of an AWS outage around the world, Craig. The whole entire world, Craig.
Hold on.
Cloud services of the world.
I'm just trying to make sure that I don't got all my business all in the background. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, put up.
I just want to throw a disclaimer out there real quick. Last week we were talking about Drake and Kendrick, and I made a comment about Kendrick Lamar smacking someone, and I just want to say that that was an inaccurate statement, and so I just want to clarify that now that I had misspoke. Kendrick Lamar did not smack J. Cole across the face.
Well, thank you for that clarification. One thing I do want to make clear is that you are tuned in to episode 71.
Hey,
Technically speaking, when we are giving you news
that you can use.
Hey,
Yep.
We got family fresh all damn day on IG, and then J. Ray Harden on IG. Thanks for popping in, showing us love, man. We appreciate
What up?
We appreciate you.
So we did start late, so we're going to just jump to it real quick. So as we said, AWS has been down. It's been a global outage for AWS. That's not the reason why we were late. We just use it as an excuse. We just run it on CPT time, baby. And I ain't Compton.
And you can use
Don't
that.
say it. Don't say it.
What you say, Corey?
I said you can use that at work when you're not logged in. If you work from home. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Well, hey, so just real quick, man, this AWS stuff is real, man. So we are about giving you news you can use. And we do cater to like millennial small business owners. And the reason why I found out the outage, one, I had to take the kids out to get their energy out so I could do this show tonight because mama's not here. So I had to wear them out. And I was trying to ask Alexa, what's the weather like? And she wouldn't talk back. I had the red light. Alexa ain't talking, man. She not snitching. But so that happened, and then I went to get the kids a burger. They couldn't take my payment. Come to find out, the payment system they uses AWS, and they could not take no payment. And what did you ask me about the payment earlier, Corey?
So they couldn't take cash.
They couldn't take cash. They didn't have the system where they can take cash. So the biggest takeaway from that, for my small business owners, make sure you're able to take cash. Because yes, we like to rely on technology. We like to use the cloud. The cloud is good, but when that cloud hiccups and you can't take that old school cash, you missing the sale. So I literally went from going to get my kids a burger to the next spot that had a different system that wasn't on AWS, and they took my money and we ended up getting pizza. So that's how we flex, man. Say what?
That's a quick flex.
Yeah. Yep, it is. And a couple of side effects too. If you got kids, Fortnite was down because of AWS. So that's kind of major for all you Fortnite players out there and streamers and gamers. And if you use Fortnite to keep the kids busy because they was getting on your nerves, it wasn't working. It was how you feel about Fortnite being down, Dr. Poole?
I'm not a Fortniter at all, man. That's that younger generation. There are some cats of our generation that are playing that, but nah, it's a little bit too childish. I'm gonna play Call of Duty if I want to go shoot some people.
Okay.
Call of Duty.
They just dropped. I think Battlefield just dropped like a couple days ago.
Is that the new joint?
Yeah. It's supposed to be pretty good. Pretty good.
You gonna do a review for us?
Might as well, Greg.
I'm not getting any more games until I upgrade my system to the PS5. I'm one of those laggers. I've been waiting for the combo packages, and now the combo packages come out. Probably get that PS5 with the NBA 2K26.
Yeah.
And when you get that game right there, you gonna do a review for us?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I always go with the basketball and the Call of Duty games, man. Those are my 1 and 2s all day.
So for all the gamers out there that tap in and technically speaking, Dr. Pooh is gonna start doing some video game reviews because you know a lot of our family that's connected with us, we gamers out there. And also
Hey,
to let y'all know, Bobby Lopez is gonna start commentating on some sports.
Yeah.
A lot of our folks, that's what y'all like. So that's coming soon, y'all. You was gonna say something, Corey?
Yeah, man. I had today while I was out and about, I was like, do you guys remember Channel 3 on your TV?
Wasn't that PBS?
Nah, that was like the auxiliary channel to switch you to other stuff.
Right? That you had to plug in the video game into and put the Channel 3 in order to play.
That's your auxiliary.
I had Channel 0 for that.
Nah, it was Channel 3. It was
it
1.
3?
I mean, it was 2, 3, which there was no stat because you had the knob.
These are really old TVs, people.
Yeah,
I do remember that. Okay, back in the Nintendo system, Nintendo NES, yeah.
It was. I was like, man, we came a long way. Now all you got to do is click the video button or video 1, video 2 button, and now you can play the game.
Good point. Good point. Just make
a little bit of nostalgia. That's all.
What about those AI games?
Now you take me back. I remember when you had to watch TVs, you had to mess around with the antenna, the wire antenna, and if it was get a hanger or some foil.
The poor days. I remember those.
We had like a 14, 15-inch TV, and the power knob was actually the volume knob. So when you turned it, it clicked, and if you turned it a little bit more, it was also the volume. And then I sat on the floor in front of the TV because I was also the remote. Ain't no damn remote. There was channel up and channel down.
Bobby, go change the channel.
Bobby, go change the channel.
I was the remote too. Yep. Hey,
we all were remote. So, hey, can we put that on our resume? Remote work.
Remote work.
Remote work before we had remote work.
Man, the things the kids will never know. We're probably the last generation of the remote.
Yes.
Real.
Yeah, if I told my daughter to go change the channel, she'd be like, "Excuse me, what channel? I'm changing nothing." What?
She can hear this channel probably.
Yeah, you can do it with your phone.
Yeah, see now you can get a little remote on your phone now. So if you lose your remote, you're like, oh, let me see a universal remote. Download this app. There we go.
There you go. So we done went from us being the remote, antennas that you could use the hanger for, putting foil on that thing, and channel 3, so we could play the video game, to AI taking over the damn world. What you got to talk about, man? Because it seemed like AI is taking over. Now, see, when we first started this show, we were very tech heavy, and we made some predictions. And I'm gonna turn it over to the main man with the game plan, because a lot of his predictions came through. The floor is yours, sir.
All right, man. I hate to say it, but I said it. I said AI will pretty much gonna run or ruin the entertainment business, and it has. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a participant because I like it. I mean, I was with my buddies the other day, and they was mad because I was like, look, man, I still am a MC at heart, and going to the studio, dropping money on something you're not going to put out, that's not logical. But what is that damn Suno? And then you mix, you know what I'm saying? You get creative, like, let me make me a rap video. So, Gmo, I got it. I would like to introduce to some and reintroduce to others Beta.
Oh, snap.
Beta is an artist that I created with AI. I wrote the lyrics. However, AI be AIing, baby. And I made sure that I prompted because I wanted people to know, damn it. Damn it, I'm a dope MC. And the industry, it was gatekeeping. Me and Gmo was fly back in the 1900s. Back in the 19.
No,
Yeah, the 1900s.
1900s. You right. Damn it, we was popping in the 1900s, baby.
Oh shit!
Y'all was gatekeeping and y'all was doing y'all thing and not letting some real MCs get in, and then y'all go out and do this mumble rap for 10 damn years. I got something for you. Let me go ahead and share beta real quick.
Share that thing. Share beta, man. Hey,
for those
the best rapper that never lived, right here. The best rapper that never lived.
Yeah. Oh, I like that, bro. All right. Y'all ready? And he dissing some hip hop. He dissing some whatchamacallits too. Let me go turn this on. All right. Y'all ready?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And I'm better. Flow so cold, like an Eskimo. I'm chilling like Alaskan weather. Yeah. I'm on a mission, I cut with precision. Humans got warm, but they didn't listen. AI is up, your data's the drug. A new era's here, no cap on the plug. Y'all pimp the game with that mumble crap. Y'all barely rhyme, y'all can't even rap. Beta is major, y'all fragile like paper. The cyber is lyrical, y'all some potential, I'm better. I'm better. And I'm better. Flow so cold, like an Eskimo. I'm chilling like Alaskan weather. Yeah. I'm better. And I'm better. Flow so cold.
Who won it? Who won it? I got it.
Hey. But it was so cold.
Dude.
They ain't ready.
Dude. Yeah, that go. Hey, the beat is dope. So break that down. So when you say you made that,
yes,
what exactly did you make?
So I wrote the lyrics and then I prompt engineered the sound. Okay, I wanted him to sound like a modern day hip hop artist, but who really, really has a large range of metaphors. You know what I'm saying? Number two.
Yeah.
I also knew that I wanted him to be cyborg-like, right? But I still wanted him to have that young look. So I prompted him to have a young look, cyborg, eyes glowing. Number three, you know what I'm saying? This is not ChatGPT. None of this came out of ChatGPT. So I used Hedra for the prompt.
Okay.
And then I used Suno to get the beat. And then those are my lyrics, and then I combine it together.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's dope. I ain't gonna front. That's dope, man. I know when we first started this show and we were talking about AI, ChatGPT was exploding. It's about almost 2 years ago. People were worried about this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I did not think that there would ever be a day where it would be this smooth, man. Because I mean, I'm talking about the melody is dope. Yeah. It sounds dope. Yeah. Like even the nuances and the fluctuations of tone and how he speeds up the rap and slows it down, like everything you thought only humans could do, your boy Beta doing it, man.
I prompted. See that, and that's the thing, right? When as a creator, when we get into the studio and we catch a vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, let me think of what else I can do. So as a person, I was like, I mean, I have placements. I've gotten awards. Damn it. Let me get in there and just do what I got to do.
Don had a question.
Yeah, buddy. So check it out. This is what I was thinking, man. As long as people are like creatively thinking, I think we'll be able to keep up on the level with AI, but I think it can surpass us. And I think like through the airwaves and streams and radios is predominantly the only way that you can really take advantage of this platform. But what I wonder is when it comes to live venues, like, will AI ever be able to put on a performance at like StubHub and sell out a stadium at an actual show? And I think that's the defining factor between AI and humans is until Beta is an actual cyborg android up on stage controlling the flow, man, it's going to be us all day.
Geronimo Jeffy, let me tag you real quick because I know what you're about to say.
Okay. Y'all ever heard of the group The Gorillas?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
Has anyone ever been to a gorilla concert?
No.
No one ever knows what the gorillas look like. The actual gorillas, they were doing shows with just their cartoon representatives. Back then, like I don't even know what they look like, dog. Like you've only ever seen the gorillas, and even Daft Punk. I've never seen what Daft Punk actually looks like. They've always had their robotic mask, but specifically the gorillas, no one's ever seen them perform live. It's been the animations. I feel like they set the framework for what you just said, Dr. Pooh, because back then the music was made by humans, but you never saw the humans. So I'm thinking if people were okay with going to concerts and it was animated, why wouldn't they be okay with going to, say, a animated concert for Beta? Because Beta's dope, dog. Like, I would rock to that, man. Like, I don't know. Everybody on IG that's tuned in live, let me know what y'all think.
I could respond to that real quick, man. I guess I could see it in the form of like techno party. Like, yeah, if you were at like a rave, that would be sick. Like when they did the hologram Tupac at Coachella a few years back, like that was amazing. You know, I was off the hook. But I mean, to be able to match that at every city and everything, it would be big. But what about the smaller venues, the small bars and mom and pop shops that kind of make their living off of smaller groups and just trying to fill a venue of like 200, 300 people, small stadiums of like 3,000 people and shit like that. You know, like, what happens to that industry?
That industry will never die because of covers. There's human people who actually go and do covers of songs from major artists.
Yeah, right? I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? In those areas, and let's say best case scenario, Beta blows up, right? Because I am signing him to my label, my company. I'm signing him.
Well, Timberland did it.
Exactly. And so Beta blows up, right? Because there's another girl out there who she has a $3 million contract with a record label. And she's an AI artist. But the best case scenario situation is this. There's a technology that's created so they can be able to put that inside those small bars. You see what I'm saying? For every problem, there's a solution. You know what I'm saying? If you can fix the big problem, then you become a millionaire in that. So now you find out, and it's another thing. This technology, AI is making people who know that they're at jeopardy to get uncomfortable and start creating. Because advancement. We know AWS is out. Every time we click on Amazon and try to ask them to do something, it ain't doing it, right?
True.
How many people use Siri on their phone on a daily basis? Waze. All these things are AI technology. You talking to somebody who was working in the industry before it became actual prevalent, where you can talk to a machine and the machine talk back.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your thoughts on that, Bobby?
So here's the thing, all right? Y'all know how I feel about the whole AI stuff, because I've already said it before, but I love where you're going with the beta. I think that there is a big possibility, because we were talking about, being able to sell out, right, a concert. I think you have something. I think you've gone on to something there, because people show up for the music, right? People show up for performance, for entertainment. They want to be entertained. Most of the time, people buy some crazy ass tickets and they can't even hardly even see the performer. They're buying nosebleed section. You know what I mean? They're buying nosebleed section, but they can hear it and even partially see it. They're like, yeah, they feel like they won. They're there to be entertained. They like the music. It's good. I think there's some big possibility there to have some AI rappers up and coming.
Excellent point, Bobby. Good point. Because the last concert I went to was the Ice Cube concert last year when he came to San Antonio. And I bought it so last minute. I was the nosebleeds of the nosebleeds, and I was watching the screen. Like, Ice Cube looked like an ant right there on stage, but I was watching the screen most of the times. You make an excellent point, man.
But you still showed up, didn't you?
I still showed up. I sure did. And I'm just grooving to the screen like, hey,
I see.
I'm Beta. Why wouldn't someone be rocking out? I'm Beta. I'm better. Hey, Beta go hard, dog. I'm sorry. You can
hit him with a little glitch, you can get a little glitch.
So, I want to share something else too, because that's just one flavor, right? You got one flavor, something that you invented, something you wrote, something you prompted. I want to share something too, because dude, I remember when we needed producers and DJs to make remixes, but this damn AI dog is
AI.
AI is AI, man. Like I don't know, man. I'm gonna play this and let's talk a little bit more, man. So this joint right here made a different rendition of Dear Mama and made it sound like it was Motown style. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Y'all can hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was young, me and my mama had beef.
Nah, stop, man. I'm gonna start crying.
17 years
Stop,
old,
man.
kicked out on the streets. Though back
Yeah,
at the
stop,
time,
man.
I never
Yeah,
thought
stop,
I'd see her face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place.
Oh, feeling
Suspended from school, scared to go
Get down to the
home.
fishing.
I can't do it anymore.
I was a fool with the big boys breaking all the rules. I shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years we was poorer than the other little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama. When things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, hugging on my mama from the jail cell. And who would think in elementary I'd see the penitentiary one day? And running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whooping to my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. I finally understand, for a woman, it ain't easy trying to raise a man. You always was committed, a poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you did it. There's no way I can pay you back.
Ooh-wee.
Dude.
We didn't even get to the Dear Mama part.
Oh, you want it? Oh,
Wait.
I saw it was a 10-minute song.
I know. I saw that too.
That's normally 3 minutes, 42 seconds.
But yo, what was you gonna say, Corey?
So that looked more like a cover.
Yeah.
But and then AI. Now I know I've seen a video of them, not that version, but a video of old school Tupac dressed like a greaser to do that. Right?
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking but what you showed was it was like a cover.
Yes, the AI covered it.
Yeah. Oh, so that was an AI cover.
That was an AI cover, dog. Like AI took the song, remixed it, and made it sound like it was made during the Motown era.
I need to be mixed and mastered better. There are too many places in there where it kind of, the timing of it was a little off. You know, like it sounded like it needed to be mixed and mastered a little bit more.
That's how Motown sounded back then, though,
yeah,
man.
Well, a little bit, yeah, like the sound and the tone. But if you listen to some of the verses compared to the original song, it made it faster and it was a little bit slower. It kind of threw me off a little bit.
It did.
Like it was towards the middle, though, not the beginning, but towards like the middle.
I feel what you're saying. However, I felt like that's what gave it so much of the emotion, though. Like
very emotional, man.
Dude, like I hear what you're saying, but the way it captured again the melody, the chord progressions, the way it mixed the actual sounds. Like, dude, I went to school for sound engineering. This did all of that, man.
Yeah.
And, dude, man, hey, shout out to Meta. She's back again. She said had a Sam Cooke look. AI. That AI did, because she's asking who did the Motown cover. AI did it. Dude, mind blown. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Like, I'm gonna say this as an artist, because Corey said it right. We were artists, so was Donald. And we pursued music careers. I spent the bulk of my military career, you know, just to make sure I was able to pay my bills. But on the side, all my spare time was doing music.
Yeah.
Dude, I would hate to be an artist right now trying to compete with this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's already tough trying to be an artist, a music artist, because the arts, it already sucks that your success depends on if people like you, right? You could be the most technically gifted, the most best musically talented in music theory. You can play the keyboard the best, you could write the best lyrics, but if people don't like you, it's a rap, fam. Like
the thing about it with that is it's like you have to be creative like the Ryan Leslies of the world. You know what I'm saying? And do you guys know who that is?
I know Ryan Leslie. He's the one that produced Cassie's hit that made her blow up.
Yeah. So, but not only that, Ryan Leslie was the first music artist to go platinum off of a text message.
I remember that.
Yeah, he pretty much was text messaging. He text messaged to the point where music started coming from his phone to his core fans. He made $1 million and went platinum, and people don't know who he is, and which is amazing because the goal is to be able to make the money, but not be exposed like the way they are.
Good point. You got a good point. And I want to share something Meta said on IG. She said, no employees needed. So if what you just said, right, you take that, and if you could be super creative, like let's say you have the gift of a Ryan Leslie who can do the prompting to get like this and maybe do the tweaking because he has the musical background. Dude, there's no wear and tear on the body going out doing tours. Like y'all said, you come out with the technology to where maybe the smaller venues, you send whatever system is out there and you got that doing the work for you. Like
zero overhead.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh man.
What's the hook of Beta song? I'm Beta and I'm better.
I'm better. I'm Beta. I'm better.
Well, I gotta say, Beta is a number 2, man. If we were better, we'd be the alpha, but I love the name,
Well, the reason why, let me just give you that. Human creation is the first creation.
Ooh, good
comment. All right, I respect that. I'm Beta 5 sides, so I respect Beta all the way. Man.
I hear you. I hear you.
I like that.
And that's the whole reason why I created him. I was like, look, you know what I'm saying? He's better. That's all. He Beta.
Hey, it's dope, man. It's dope. So I guess my question is, what type of advice would you give like an up and coming human artist?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what type of advice would you give them for someone that's like, man, I want to get serious with music?
Me,
especially with what we just saw. Yes, you.
What I would do is, especially with what you just saw, feature a hot AI artist on every track that you choose to promote. Why? Because now you're going to get the AI techies, you're going to get the original, and then you're going to show them how cohesiveness works.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's good advice.
That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah,
I got a question.
It's going to be more work for the artist in the beginning, right? But imagine these Ice Cubers, right? Ice Cube been a rapper for 40 years, touring. Imagine Beta blows up with the artist, and then now that artist, all he has to do is, you know what I'm saying? It's a rap group, a human and an AI.
Mm-hmm.
Good
rap
point.
Always break up, and the AI is the one that pops off. But the other rapper in the group, he's the programmer. He's the prompt engineer. So he's still winning.
Good point. Good point.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you going to ask, Dr. Poole?
Just if everybody started using this type of technology for making music and entertainment, what would be some ways to stand out? You'd have to figure out a way to stand out above the pack, right?
Good point.
What do you think are some ways to do that?
You said it earlier, live performances. People put them cameras up and then get in front of the camera and start rapping and start singing, start performing. It's, you know what I'm saying? Because people still love the human interaction. That's never going away. The only thing about it is it's slowly fading, but it's not going to go away. It's just going to be very, very minute 20 years from now.
All right. Good point.
Good point. And you know what I was thinking when you asked that question, man? I feel like the human performances will be the new underground. It's like, I was thinking about that, man, because I see something like a beta and that whole wave becoming the new mainstream, man. And it will be your music enthusiasts, your audiophiles that want. It's the same. I would say the same crowd that still buys vinyl and goes out of their way to get vinyl for that warmth and that old school feel of recording on tape and then transfer it to vinyl. Those will be the people that'll show up to a live performance, man. Because Bobby.
You know what's a good example of this that we're seeing right now?
What's up?
If y'all haven't, Corey, I'm sure your kids are probably into, my daughters are into this K-pop Demon Hunter.
Oh yeah, right? I don't let them watch it.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So it's all like anime type stuff, right? And the girl's begging me to watch it. I'm like, bro, I don't want to watch this.
It's actually pretty good.
But I sat down and watched it and I was like, damn, these songs are good.
Yeah.
These songs are really catchy, you know, and so I got something I don't want to like, but I do because I would probably sit there and take the girls to a concert and we'll go watch people perform these songs live because we like the songs. It's got to be entertaining, which it is, right? There's a story behind it. There's an ebb and flow of the way that they talk. You can feel the soul in the music. It's not just the creator, but it's the content. Content's good. People will pay for it.
You a K-popper now, Bobby?
Good point.
Huh? You a K-popper?
Yes.
Can I?
Hold on. Yeah. I want her to repeat what you said because that's the goal. Can you repeat that, Bobby?
Yeah, it's not the creator, it's the content.
Yo, gotta drop a bomb on that because she's right. She's right, dog. Like that's what it comes down to. It, like, hey man, if you were up and coming artist, your competition just got stiffer, man. Yeah. Like that you not only have to compete with the Kendricks of the world, right? Trying to make a name for yourself. You got to compete with Beta. Because Beta's tight, dog. Like I'm waiting for the next Beta single. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Like
it's already done.
Like let's go with it.
The album be out by December 25th.
And I'm rocking it. Yep. And we're gonna get Beta on here for an interview. Come on now, let's do it now.
Hey. I gotta check his schedule. But no,
my homie's available.
Yeah, what's your manager's fee on Beta? Let's just put your manager fee, Corey. 40%, 80%,
100%,
99.9%.
But you made a good point, Bobby. Because imagine, okay, say for instance, like K-pop demons, right? Mm-hmm. I know they got some bomb music, right? Because I know my daughter, she coming around, I seen her around the house. When I let her watch it until I realized what it was, and I was like, yeah, you're not watching that. But then I found out, like, they got some real good music.
Yeah. Imagine
that music being a cover from a mainstream artist. A mainstream artist decide to, like, let's say K-pop Demon Hunters in every city, they do they have a featured artist doing their covers along with their song. Like a Cardi B, K-pop demon, a K-pop Demon Hunter concert.
Shoot, whoa! So Taylor Swift becomes relevant again, hooking up with K-pop Demon Hunters. What?
Yeah.
That's
this month in the movie theaters, they released a K-pop Demon Hunter sing-along. So you can take your kids to the movie theaters, and they're going to do a whole sing-along there. This was like a Netflix original. So there was no necessary, no reason to go to the theaters, but now they're about to make money off of this. The theaters are like, let me get in on this.
Yeah, hell yeah. A disclaimer, just like the Beehive, for all you Swifties out there, we love Taylor.
We love you. Yeah, we love you, Swifties. We have no issues with you.
That was just a joke, just a harmless little joke. That's
we don't want no smoke.
No smoke, not at all. No.
Sorry, Taylor. My bad.
We don't want no smoke. Hey, final. Hey, what's that? The quick last hot take, Corey.
Yeah.
Last hot take on AI versus humans, man. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win this music war, man?
I would like to say the humans. But we're looking like Total Recall every damn day. Y'all know what Total Recall is? Not Google it.
Hey, if you're a real millennial, you know.
It was made in the 1900s.
Hey!
Yeah, it was. Was.
We watched it a
That's gonna bite
lot.
us in the ass in the
For
future.
those Arnold Schwarzenegger fans, go check it out.
Make me wish I had 3 hands.
I knew it. I knew somebody was going to say something about
keep you busy. Keep you busy.
Oh man, I tell you what, man. Speaking of smoke, yeah, you know what I don't want smoke with right now?
What's
this
that?
Damn government shutdown, man.
Oh,
We still in it. We still in it, man. What's going on your side on the civilian world with this government shutdown, sir?
My man. Look, government shutdown is really affecting a lot of people, right? We know that so, like a lot of things has been cut. Thank God our military veterans and service members, they got paid on the 15th. Thank you for that. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
But it looks like this government shutdown is going to really affect November because of the fact they saying that the government shutdown is taking away the food stamps. Right? What happens in November is one of those holidays where all family members get together, and it's more so than in November than December, right? Because not every family celebrates Christmas.
Good point.
But almost every family celebrate the day they can get together. Some call it Thanksgiving Day, some call it Friendsgiving Day, some call it Thankful Day. And with them food stamps being cut out, like completely gone, it's going to be very hard for some families. However, I have a solution next week that I will bring to the table for those in the local Los Angeles area. But
okay.
Yeah, it looks like them food stamps is running out, so we're going to have to get creative, people.
Yeah. Nah, thanks for sharing that. One thing I will ask anyone watching this, man, and we've said it before, man, is this is really a good time to prove how American are we? Like, are you American enough to help out a fellow American? Like if you see a neighbor, man, that might need some help and you got it, why not help them? That's what I would do. If I got a neighbor that needs that help, especially understanding what's going on, man, that's what I'm doing. If I see someone in my circle that needs some help, man, because it sucks, man. I've been there, broke airman and didn't have the money to get home with family and stuff like that. And didn't want to ask for no help, man. I've been alone on the holidays, or maybe been deployed on the holidays and stuff like that. It sucks. And then if you alone on the holidays and then ain't got no money for no food either, or maybe you got a family and you ain't got no money for no food, man, that's tough. That's tough, man. Now that's my ask for anyone that tapped into this, man. Help out your fellow Americans. What's up, Bobby?
So if you are in the San Antonio area, you can sponsor an airman. There are airmen who do not go home for the holidays. You can sponsor the airmen and you can go on base and you can go and pick them up and let them have Thanksgiving with their families so that they don't have to spend it alone. I don't know if they do that in California, but here, because this is where airmen go to basic training, there's a lot of them here. So if you'd like, definitely help out.
Hell yeah, do that. If you got a military
veteran in the area, take care of them.
Yeah, I like that. Now we did it all over too. Like wherever I was just, I came from a prideful family. We talked about it before on how we don't like asking for help. I was suffering in silence. But I've, grown out of that. But one, if you're in that position, don't be too afraid to ask for help, man. And hopefully people out there that got it, man, be willing to help someone, especially if they able to get past that embarrassment and ask for help. Help someone out, man, for real.
Find a church. A lot of people always donate into their church, and most churches have food programs. Our church gives away like 100 turkeys to people every year, like full turkeys.
Right. A lot of churches. But the thing about it is, Thanksgiving is one day. This government shutdown is 20 days. And we're talking about not just having a Thanksgiving, we're talking about not having a November. That's 30 days. So, but I'm working with somebody who will have a solution in the Los Angeles area. Matter of fact, I can plug what they're doing this Friday if it's good, because we didn't put this on the agenda. But
go ahead, plug that thing, man. Hey, it's news this is real news you can use, man. People need to know how they can eat for real.
No doubt. So We Grow LA, Lauren Brazil, she is the founder of the nonprofit, and they have 2 grocery giveaways this Friday. But every Friday up until the world ends, She that's her commitment to be able to give away free groceries. You don't have to register. You don't have to show ID. All you have to do is bring bags and be kind, and you can get you groceries. We when I used to serve out there a lot, but lately I've been working. However, when I was out there, there was always more for you to come back around the line a second and a third time, and it's free. Just all we ask is you to be polite and be kind. Yeah. And I'm trying to get her on the show so she can be able to spread the message, because now she has it where if you have tickets and you want to get your tickets paid off, you can volunteer with them, and that'll go against those hours. I mean, that'll go with those hours. And they also giving away free tap cards for Metro tap cards for 90 days starting this Friday, and it should be every Friday afterwards. And they're going to do a turkey giveaway the week of Thanksgiving, but every Friday until Jesus come, you can go down there and get you a nice healthy box of groceries. So you can even get groceries for the week, so you can go back the following week to get groceries for the week.
What's it called one more time?
We Grow LA, and I'll make sure that that's going to be in the description of this video. And I'll reach out to Lauren Brazil myself to see if I can get her on the show, because she's a very busy sister, but she always have time for people.
That's what's up. Thanks for sharing that. And being, the show that we are, we show love to our vets as well, man. That government shutdown is not just impacting just regular civilians, it's impacting vets too, man. And this is coming from the DAV, the Disabled American Veterans, which I am a lifelong member of the DAV. They help me with my disability. And if you're a veteran and with disability, you should definitely get that lifelong membership, because that comes with advocacy. They advocate for us on our behalf, and because of that, 97% of VA employees are still working. They are still funded because of advocacy groups like VFW, that's the Veterans of Foreign War, American Legion, DAV. They go and advocate hard for veterans, man. And because of that, we're still getting most of our services. So if it's something that's an emergency, we can still go to the VA, still get help. So crisis lines, they're still up. If you are a veteran that does deal with PTSD and you need to call those crisis lines, they're still up. They're there for you. Use that stuff. Make sure that all this hard work, that all these groups, the VFW, DAV, American Legion, make sure that work that they put in is not in vain. Use those services, especially now. Don't be too afraid or too prideful, like we talked about, right? Get that help, get that stuff. There are some stuff that's not working right now. If you were using VRNE, don't ask me. Oh, veteran readiness and employment. That ain't working right now. I got the notice. I completed mine. But I still got the notice and text message that's out. So they're not funding that right now. That didn't make the cut. The GI Bill hotline, that's also not operational right now until there's a new bill. So if you're relying on the GI Bill, that is something that did get impacted. I know I used my GI Bill before, and sometimes I needed some of that extra money they give you for the books to cover some things. So again, we talked about just helping fellow Americans. If you can help someone out, man, whether they're veteran, non-veteran, and they need help, step in. Transition assistance programs, some of those are on hold. That's kind of critical, because transition assistance programs is something very critical to help transitioning service members that are going from being in the military back to the civilian life and civilian workforce. That teaches us kind of like, hey, this is how you be a civilian again. And that could be very detrimental if they're not able to get that help, because you don't know what you don't know. If you've been out the game 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 plus years, you don't know how to be a civilian anymore, man.
It's not simple. You don't just hop in and out of the uniform and just forget everything that you've been conditioned to. It's like an abusive relationship. We're conditioned to receive abuse.
No, for real. Damn, for real. She's not lying.
I know this sounds terrible. I'm going through a military trauma therapy class on Wednesdays, being put on through my church. It is local. It's called Reboot. So if you're a veteran, you are able to attend this. I think it's like a 12-week therapy class, and you learn very quickly.
That's in San Antonio.
It is. Yep.
So anyone that's tapped in San Antonio, what's the name of the church? Shout the church out, please, ma'am.
Live the Life Church. It is being put on at Live the Life Church and hosted by a couple of veteran members from CBC, Community Bible Church, which is a very large church here in San Antonio. So they've partnered with our church to give free therapy for veterans, and you learn how to deal with it. So
Nice.
it's good. It is Bible based though, so it's not worldly. It's trying to use the Bible and using the Word of God to help heal the traumas that we suffer with. So
Yeah.
we suffer in silence a lot.
We
We're
do.
prideful people.
We
We
are.
are conditioned to shut up and continue mission. You suck it up. Whatever's happening, whatever's wrong, you suck it up and you continue the mission because the mission always comes first.
Yeah.
Sometimes that bleeds into your civilian life and makes it.
Nah, for real. She's not lying. And one other service that is down until the government is funded is routine cemetery operations for any veterans cemetery. They just don't have the money to maintain the grounds right now. So if you're able to help with that type of stuff, please step in and help. One last thing I will ask all my fellow veterans, if you know a service member that is transitioning out of the military, help them out. I've helped a lot of other veterans on their way out, kind of give them tips and tricks to help them get adjusted and acclimated back to civilian life. We're going to have to rely on each other. We don't know how long this government shutdown is going to be. We know transition assistance programs may be on hold. So we're going to have to help each other. We always say, what is it? IGY6, I got your 6. I'm asking all my veterans out there to really have your fellow veterans 6 and help them out, man. Because again, you don't know what you don't know. I've helped kind of realign veterans' expectations because sometimes they could be a little warped, right? But right now is the time where I need my fellow veterans to step in and help out those transitioning service members. This is the time we really need that. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. That's all I got, man, as far as how this is impacting veterans. Most of the stuff at the VA is gonna still be working, especially the VA hospital. Some of the niceties that we want, no, not so much. Transition assistance programs, nope. But we do need the veterans to help each other out. So that's my ask for any veteran that's tapped into this, man. So speaking of transition to service, the civilian life, there's a lot of conflicts that we got to deal with in civilian life. Bobby, what you got to say about that going into our parenting topic?
Yeah, going to our parenting topic, I think right now we can all see that we're living in a culture where there is, in fact, a lot of conflict. There's, left versus right, red versus blue, pink versus purple, whatever it is, there's conflict everywhere. And some of the biggest things that we can do as parents, I think we all know that children mimic our behaviors. And so conflict resolution isn't just for learning how to deal with bullies on the playground. It's learning how to deal with conflict inside the home.
Oh, good
And
point.
your kids watch how you speak to your wives, ladies, how you speak to your husbands, how you speak to your partner, whether or not you're married. Doesn't matter. If you're living with your significant other, your children watch how you speak to one another. You begin to set the stage and the standard for what they should expect as they move into, as they get older and they begin to have relationships of their own. Men need to set the expectations. You are providers, you are leaders, you strategize, and a lot of my opinions are going to come from a Bible base because that's just how I am. You could take it or leave it. You don't need to, but I think everybody can come to the fact that conflict resolution is a good thing. Kids need to know how to deal with others that they don't agree with. And the biggest thing is to kill them with kindness. You kill them with kindness. You don't have to be friends with anybody, especially if they are toxic individuals. You do not have to be in their life. You have to love them, but you ain't got to like them. All right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. And just come into the realization that, your kids are watching what you're doing. Learn how to be kind to people, even if they are unkind to you. It is really, really hard to swallow that pill and be the bigger person. So does anybody have any personal stories or anything that they want to share? Maybe a kid said something to you when your kid said something to you and you realize, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that because they're watching. They're little sponges. They're going to soak it all up. right?
Yeah. I mean, I got a 3-year-old girl. And she said some things that made me kind of check myself, like, ooh, I better watch how I respond to this or say that, or just keeping it real. If things kind of get a little too spicy, I will normally just get her and leave. Just because I've been on this professional development journey, personal development journey for a while, to where not everybody's always on the same page, right? So in those situations, a lot of times I'll just pick her up and go. And if she's asking about it, I keep it real. I'll be like, yes or no, and this is why, right? I'll explain to her certain things. But they're watching, man. Like for real. It's been a long time since I had a little baby. So I forgot. So she's reminding me just how aware of and cognizant they are, man. We really have to watch how we respond. One thing that I learned from this show, thank you, Sarah Wilder out there, the breathing, breathe, the breathing technique. Like that was something I took away from last time we had Sarah, when she was talking about anytime you face trauma, use the breathing techniques. I've passed that on to her. So like if she's having like a situation, any type of conflict, most of the time it's dealing with a tablet, because the tablet is about to die. But that to them,
yeah,
conflict,
the
right?
world is ending.
Yeah, that's her conflict. But I've been passing on that to her is breathe. Take a breath. Take a breath. It's really not that bad. It's gonna be okay. That breathing technique, man, that's like gold right there. That's the main thing I've been like working on with my daughter, is that right there.
Nice.
I think when you said things are getting spicy, I would say we are having some intense fellowship right now. Very intense fellowship.
I like that.
I do happen to bottle things up a lot, and I wait till the evening, I guess, till when like right before I'm about to go to bed. It's probably not the best. I'm not going to say that's the healthiest thing to do, but you will never catch me disrespecting my husband around my children, because they're not going to hear me talk about their dad in a very negative light. Being mindful of how we talk about our spouses or significant others while they are not around. Your kids hear you. It doesn't matter if their face is inside the tablet. They hear what you're saying. They always do.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little too much for them themselves. And so the resolution comes in. How do we resolve it when mom and dad are having an issue? How do we let them see this is how we handle conflict? I'm having an issue. Here's where I'm standing. It doesn't mean you need to have your kids fully involved in your fight or whatever it is that you're going through. But hey, there's a healthy and unhealthy way of resolving it. This hole in the wall, this ain't fixing anything. This is making things worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything that gets physical, that is a big no-no. I don't think I have to tell anybody that. We all know we should keep our hands to ourselves. Using the proper terminology, using the right type of verbiage. Hey, because you said this, I feel this. But the kids will be able to take that, because you can tell your kid, well, how are you feeling right now? Give me the emotion that you're feeling. Well, I'm feeling frustrated. Why are you frustrated? And you begin to address the emotion rather than forcing them to bottle it up. It's okay to be frustrated, but when we begin to act out on the frustration, that's where the consequences are going to come in. Let's hold it together as best as we can, and let's make sure we're using our words correctly in and out of the home. How you talk to one another inside your home will reflect on your children's mouths outside of the home. So when I hear a little kid cussing, guess what? I know mom and dad are doing it inside the home, trying to pretend that they're not.
Yeah.
I can hear the way your children talk to each other. I can hear them.
I have to disagree on that end.
Do you?
Yeah, because of the fact that I found out.
It's not all the time. I will preface that, Corey. I'm going to go with you. It ain't all the time. Sometimes little kids pick up stuff from school, and I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Because these little
I hear
kids,
you.
these little, go ahead. You say, Donald?
No, I was just saying that was me. I picked a lot of stuff up from school.
Yeah.
Like
these kids these days, they are, remember, they have these devices. And these devices, like these phones and stuff, they showing their friends, like, look what I found. It's almost the look at. Remember how when we found something like marbles and stuff, we would show our friends what they did.
Yeah.
So now they find a meme and they show their friends, and those memes are not clean. Of course, there's cursing, and then because like somebody at my kids' school when they were in junior high, I mean they were in elementary still, said my son said something. And I was like, we don't even talk like that at home. So I'm asking him, did you say that? No. So then he finally breaks down and tells us he has. And I'm like, how'd you learn that language? Who taught you how to talk like that? He was like, well, a lot of kids on the campus, they do that. And I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? And I realize is the fact that kids are very impressionable.
Yeah.
And they are easily influenced. And if they see somebody who they on campus that they admire, even that kid probably don't even know they admire them, they start acting like them and start saying what they say. And then they say it around their friends to see if it's cool enough for them to keep saying it.
Yeah. I remember that. Yep. Yeah. To Corey's point, when I was younger, my parents didn't talk like that, but when I got around my friends, it was it was sounding like this right here.
You mother.
Yeah. I didn't get that from my parents, man. I got it from my other friends.
Yeah.
I got it from Donald, man.
I cussed a lot as a kid. I absolutely cursed all the time, man. All the time. I did a lot of things at a young age I shouldn't have done.
Mm-hmm. I think to end the segment, if we'd like, on the conflict resolution, being mindful of how your children are speaking to their siblings.
Yeah.
Some of the best conflict resolution to their level can be how do we resolve conflict within between brothers and sisters. What's the best way to come to the table?
Ooh, good point.
And say, you said this, you did this, you shouldn't have punched me. No, I shouldn't have. Force your kids to not just talk to each other, but they need to learn how to apologize to one another. Yeah. If they made a mistake, you hold them accountable. Let the other siblings see, oh, if I do something wrong, mom's going to force me to apologize, and it better be genuine too. Yep. But if you don't truly mean it, are you truly ready to resolve this? If not, let's come to we got to bring it to a head somewhere. Force your kids to sit down and be nice to one another, because again, that can come out too in public. The way your kids talk to each other, calling each other dumbasses. I'm sitting here like, who lets their children talk to one another like this? It's not it's just not PG. It's not good to allow that, happening in the environment. Yeah. Learn to love, kill them with kindness.
Learn to love. I like that. I support that 100%. I do want to share something Meta was saying though. I want to sum it up because she did talk about adults having addiction and how that can pass down to children. But I want to take that and kind of reframe that to being addicted to drama. I know a lot of adults that are addicted to drama and they pass that to the children, right? Yes. And I see that manifest into what a lot of the stuff you're talking about, Bobby, because there's no, I mean, it comes down to it. Your brain cannot hold a positive and negative thought at the same time. One will overpower the other, right? If you're the adult constantly taking in drama, and Sarah said this too by way of the reality shows, and just everywhere you turn and everything you take in is just drama related. There's no way that doesn't get passed down to the children. Like me, I try to avoid as much as the drama as I can. I don't watch the reality shows because it will seep through, right? And then I will pass that to my daughter and the other children, and they're gonna carry that on. So I would also, in addition to what you said, Bobby, teach the siblings how to treat each other better and resolve the conflict, but also too, man, be careful with that. Taking in all that drama, thinking that, oh well, I know how to operate, but maybe you do, maybe you know how to maneuver that, but the children don't. You get them because they're gonna replicate that too. So that's
generational.
What you said,
generational drama.
Yeah,
lead to generational curses, right?
Yeah, Dr. Pooh, what do you feel about that, bro?
Man, I don't feel a certain way about it, really. I mean, I've always been the bad guy. And I kind of like being the bad guy.
No, don't say that. Let's be positive. Let's be positive.
I grew up watching wrestling. I always like the heels. I always like to be the bad guy. Talk stuff, have an evil laugh. That's kind of my criteria. But yeah, I'm working
our
on it.
mindset. I'm a good guy who sometimes makes bad decisions, but I'm still a good guy.
I'm a work in progress.
He said he's working on it. He's working on it. Hey, you know what? Be that work in progress. I like that as the last hot take on that. But I have a question before we transition to the next thing. This is some millennial shit right here. I've been hearing this 6-7. I don't know what that is, man. What is that? What
ain't millennial, bro? That is Gen Alpha.
No, I'm saying I'm millennial because I don't know what it is. That
so stupid.
Dude. Have you seen the video?
No.
So it's a rapper who he's horrible. Beta will eat him alive. But he has a meme and he was like, put whip the belt to boots and bottom 6-7. And he sounds horrible. I don't know who took him into the studio.
But what did
that? And he probably did it himself, but he went viral.
It don't mean anything.
It don't mean nothing.
No, and I'm just asking because I was watching an interview. It was what's his name? Damn it, what's his what's the singer's name, man? He be with YG all the time. Ty Dolla Sign. He was on the interview and he kept saying 6-7, and I'm like, what is he talking about? What does it even mean?
What does it mean?
It's provocative.
That's why beta's been created.
Hey, beta taking over, baby. Hey. Last but not least, man, we got our millennial moment with the OG millennial Dr. Poole, man. What you got for us for the millennial moment to take out the show tonight, sir?
We're going to be talking about Will Smith. We're going to do a little talking and experimenting with Mr. Will Smith. And the thing that made me think about this was I saw on the internet that there's a possible talks of there being a new Wakanda movie coming out, a new Black Panther movie. And then there was rumors that it might be Will Smith and Denzel Washington that are taking on these roles. And so I just wanted to get your guys' and I got some other things I want to talk about too, but I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that. What do you think, Will Smith joining the Wakanda Marvel family would do for the Marvel universe and the Wakanda franchise? Especially you, Corey. What do you think?
Yeah, thank you. I wouldn't want him to be in Wakanda. I wouldn't want him to be part of the Wakanda. The reason being, I don't see Will Smith being a supportive character in any movie. He would always be the main character, right? Okay. Even as T'Challa, when Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., was the main character, he leaned on his supportive characters a lot. If you watch the first Black Panther and you saw how it was more so the Dora Milaje and, his team around him. It's like, because he was vulnerable. He was vulnerable, and that's what I think a real good king in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was. He wasn't like I Am Legend. See, when you think about Will Smith in hero movies, right? You think about the I Am Legend. You even think about Hancock. It was just a solo mission, right?
Yeah.
I can't see him in one of those movies. Denzel, yes, but I don't see him being a Black Panther. I don't see him being a Black Panther.
What about you, Bobby? If Will Smith's Black Panther, you going to the theaters to watch that movie?
Will Smith is a fantastic actor. Both him and Denzel definitely have earned their credit in the movie industry for sure. But I'm going to agree with Corey on this. Both of them have such an energy that they can't be the supportive characters. They would have to be a main character, but I just don't see them being in the Marvel universe. Some of it, I think, for me, has to do too with their age. They're not young bucks, and I feel like the Black Panther, what do you call it? The whole Black Panther trilogy, whatever it is, anything having to do with Wakanda. That's like the younger, Black warriors, not these older men with gray beards, and I'm just not seeing that.
Yeah. What about you, Geronimo?
What was the question again, man? My as y'all saw, I was having some technical difficulties.
Will Smith, man. Yeah, dude. There's talks about there being a new Wakanda movie coming out, a new Black Panther and it's rumored that possibly Will Smith and Denzel Washington are going to be starring in it. What do you think it'll do to the franchise to have like a Will Smith joining the Wakanda team in the Marvel universe?
I'm with Bobby on Will Smith. I don't see it. I don't see Will Smith fitting into that. I just don't see it. Denzel though, he an OG though. Denzel, man, he like seasoning salt, man. He like Lowry's. You could put him in anything, man. He gonna do good with no matter what you put him in. Because he can always be. There's so many ways you could spin it with Denzel Washington, man. He could be maybe they do like a flashback in previous times. He was a previous Black Panther, or maybe he could type of villain or something like that. If speaking of Marvel, if you haven't seen Eyes of Wakanda on Disney Plus, man, hey, you'll drop a bomb on that Eyes of Wakanda, boy. Yes. Like I think along those lines, if you watch Eyes of Wakanda, I feel like he could fit in the storylines like that somewhere.
He can be the Bashinga if you guys follow the Black Panther.
That's one of the original. Was that the original one?
Bashinga was the first Black Panther.
It's like
that's they didn't go too much into the MCU with it, but that's where it's supposed to pick up with Ryan Coogler on the third one, and that's where Denzel's supposed to be coming in.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go too much into on the rabbit trail with the Wakanda movie. There's some other stuff about Will Smith that I wanted to talk about too, but. Okay. So all of you guys are pretty much saying you don't think that it would be a good fit for Marvel to cast Will Smith in this Wakanda movie?
Nah.
Is that what I'm getting?
See that? I don't want to see that. I'm just
unanimous vote over here.
I'm letting you guys on that one too. So
even on IG, I'm seeing on IG, man, that wouldn't matter. She said, meh.
So I did a little bit of research on Will Smith post Chris Rock slap, because there's been some time since he got up there and smacked Chris Rock. But there are things that he's done that's keeping him like relevant. For example, if you look at his net worth, the dude is still worth over $350 million, coming off of his acting and producing, but his business ventures and royalties also. So, this guy's making tons of money still. He's making new music. He's dropped 14 songs since he smacked Chris Rock, one of them being a full album, and I'm sure maybe some of you guys have heard a couple of his songs on the internet, like Pretty Girls. A lot of people talking about the Pretty Girls song on the internet.
I like that song.
There's a few other ones if you want to search the web, like First Love or Tantrum. His album is called True Story. If you guys wanted to pick up his album, it released this year apparently. And then there was the big movie release that he did with Martin Lawrence with the Bad Boys 3 that came out. Mm-hmm. And I was curious to see how it did in the theaters because this was after like the slap happened and whatnot. And it actually did very well in the theaters according to critics. They gave it.
It was Bad Boys 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Ride or Die one, right?
I think so. So.
Yeah, Bad Boys 3 was what it was listed as. But Bad Boys Ride or Die, they said that it was 20,000. It was the summer's, one of summer's best movies of 2024. Like its strong performance helped boost a struggling summer movie season in 2024 and solidified Will Smith's box office appeal. And then they got 65% on Rotten Tomatoes. So Rotten Tomatoes deemed it fresh. It was, I don't know what the lowest is, but it wasn't the highest either. Damn. And so, with all of this stuff that Will Smith has done, I like to call him Weird Willie now. He's earned the moniker Weird Willie after some of the songs that I've seen him release. And I just wanted to break a couple of these down and get your thoughts. Like, for instance, he's worth $350 million still. You guys think he should be worth more than that or less than that?
He's worth how much?
$350 million.
I would say more.
It's his net worth.
Like he should be worth more.
More.
Why?
Okay. You want me to go or you want?
Just quick, quick summaries.
Quick hot take, sir. Hot take.
All right. Will Smith was always known as Mr. Summer. Every movie he came out, he came out in the summer. It was Blockbuster, and it was worldwide. He was one of the first African American movies to go worldwide and still sell out. And so I think with that, and then of course with Bel Air, the show Bel Air, which was great. And great. His story is amazing. And I don't know if you read his book, but he was on number one Times, New York Times number one bestseller. I read it, and I found a new appreciation for him. Not enough for him to be in the next Wakanda, but definitely a new appreciation for him and his journey in life. Because of the fan, as a black man who identified just trying to belong, I totally get why he goes so hard when he do go hard. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Drop bomb on that one. He just leave Jada Pinkett, man. I'm thinking Jada Pinkett spent all that money. He should at least be worth half a billion. Jada Pinkett, like an anchor, hold him down. I feel like he could lift higher and accomplish more and make more money if he just dropped that anchor in the ocean and just kept it moving, bro. That's where I'm at with it.
All right. Bobby, you got thoughts on that? 350 million.
I do not like Jada Pinkett Smith.
I can't hear you. What?
I said I do not like Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh.
I don't like her. I'm with Geronimo. Sometimes we don't realize, right, the thing that holds us back could be the person that we're letting anchor us down. I think that Will Smith is a fantastic actor. I've already said that. He's done great on so many roles. I grew up watching him because I love Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I didn't know nothing about Bel Air. I didn't know it was a place for like rich folks, but I liked the family dynamic that they had. Uncle Phil was everybody's Uncle Phil.
Sure was.
It was just his. And I think that he definitely should be worth more than the 350 million.
What about his music? What are you guys thinking about his music? Geronimo, you said you like some of his songs. What's one of his songs that you think is hot right now? What's a hot Will Smith song?
I don't know the name of it, man, but it's the song he got with Big Sean. I really like that song. I can't remember. It was a collaboration he had, man. I heard it. I liked it. I like Tantrum too, man. I've always liked Will Smith, man, because Will Smith to me, I would say was hear me out, just hear me out, be open-minded, no judgments, okay?
I'm judging
the Drake of his time, because one of the things that made Drake so hot was he rapped about just regular man stuff, right? There's way more regular people, regular guys that could relate to Drake than that could relate to a Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Not that the most of the world ain't drug dealers. You know what I mean? Yeah. When Will Smith came out, he came out the same time NWA came out. I didn't understand what NWA was talking about. Yes, I was in that environment, but I was young. I understood parents don't understand. Yeah. Like I could connect with that. You know what I mean? I couldn't connect with shooting guns and selling dope and Dope Boy. That was a little before my time. I didn't understand that, but I understood. Parents just don't understand. So I've always loved Will Smith music, man. I rock with him, man, because I can understand it and connect with it.
Okay. How about you, Corey? Bobby, you heard any of his new stuff lately? Yeah, any songs that stand out to you that you like or don't like, or what are your thoughts on his new music?
I grew up listening to Miami. I just like Miami.
Going to Miami.
It's still popping, man.
What about you, Corey? You heard any of his new stuff?
Yes, I have, and I like it. I've downloaded it as far as legally downloaded. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally believe Will Smith is a legend. Mm-hmm. His music, his song selections remind me of back when he did, you know what I'm saying, Big Willie 2000, right?
Love it.
There's certain artists that we have a connection to because of their music. He's definitely one of them. He knows how to take a classic song, put his spin on it, and raise it up. Like Miami, that was one.
Yep.
But a lot of people forget the Men in Black soundtrack.
Men in Black. Oh,
right.
Galaxy Defenders.
That takes me back to summer '97, yo, or summer '98, whenever it came out.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
Big Will style, man. I want to be his friend in real life.
I
Weird
would.
Will.
Hey,
Weird,
Don, I'm
weird
about to
Will.
call you out. I'm about to call you out, Dr. Poole. You and I were at the homecoming. I forget which year, and we was doing the Get Jiggy With It dance. You was
Yeah.
right next to me. We
No,
was
no,
doing
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
That was pre Chris Rock. Post Chris Rock, though, you know what I'm saying, is what I'm at, because what I'm hearing now, you know, I bite off more than I could chew, and then I chew it. You know, it's not very impressive to me, especially coming from a 60-year-old, and then he's making these videos. He got these young 20-year-old girls talking about I love girls. It's like, bro, you're 60 years old. Go play fucking shuffleboard, or go play some golf, man, at that freaking Brentwood golf course. But anyways, listen, but that's just my personal opinion on his new music. You know, I do like Will Smith overall. And I'm sorry, you were gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say the name of the song that I like with Big Sean is called "Beautiful Scars." I like that song.
Oh,
I like it. Yeah, I like that song, man. But to your point with the I like girls, man. Dude, how many? He's in his 60s. He got money. How many? Like,
so
that's what
I'm asking this. I'm bringing this up to
young girls, man. That's real.
Well, I bring that up to say this. You know, I get it, and I bring that up to say this. You know, at some point, I think he's at the point where he should start letting some of this stuff go. But for some of my final questions, this is what I was trying to build up to: is do you guys think that Will Smith staying in the entertainment limelight post the slap and the Red Table interview is good for him? Like, how much of what he's doing now is just him trying to stay relevant, or like you're saying, Geronimo, kind of rewriting history, rewriting his own story, so to say, so that Hollywood itself isn't giving Will Smith his closing. He's deciding how he goes out, you know, to an extent, you know. And if we have time, I got two other questions I want to ask. But what do you guys think? Is he doing this? Why is he doing this? And is he doing this just to stay relevant or to rewrite his ending? What do you think, G?
So I'm gonna share Meta's answer first from IG. She said, "Just go ahead and retire 350 million, man, and be behind the screen, be behind the scene." That's what she's saying.
Yeah,
Me personally, do you, boo boo? I mean, if you can still move around and do what you enjoy, do what you love, that's what life's supposed to be about, man. I feel like he's a good example and role model of that. Why not, man? If you can still do it, why not? And I would say whatever he's doing is working because we're talking about it. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, what do you guys think about that? I'm sorry. No, go ahead, Bobby.
I was gonna say, if he's still doing it, it's probably because he's passionate about it. It's something that he enjoys. You know what I mean? Because it's been a minute since he's picked up a microphone, and now here he is in the recording studio doing it again. So he has to be passionate about it. And I guess as long as there's air in his lungs and he has the physical ability to be able to do it and the support, he can make music till the day he dies if he wants. People are still gonna listen to it.
What I think, for me personally, how I feel about Will Smith ultimately is like, ever since the Red Table interview and then the Chris Rock slap, all of this is just Will Smith trying to rewrite his own ending, I guess is what I was trying to say. You know, I think that he was placed in a situation where he was destroyed almost, definitely taken off the extremely high pillar that he was placed on. And he doesn't want to go out like that. And so I think this is him, you know, trying to stay relevant and revamp his career so that he goes out on his own terms. And what I want to go from here is, you know, it's just like the big thing, you know, the slap in the Red Table, man. What do you guys think about those two things? You know, how do you guys feel about that slap? You know.
So remember when I said that Jada Pinkett was that anchor that was holding him down?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why he's with her, man. Like she makes him look bad.
They're separated though. Like he said that don't keep my wife's name out of your mouth, but they had already been divorced, you know, or separated.
They were separated, weren't they?
Yeah, they were already separated. This is something I recently learned. So it's like,
I don't know.
he
Show up together.
wasn't there, and he was saying that he was defending his wife's honor, but he was already divorced from her at that point. You know, how you going? So why would you do that?
Go ahead, Corey.
Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, if you listen to or read his book, they have a friendship that surpasses their marriage. So
Why you calling
Regardless of
your
the
wife if you're not married though? That was a lie.
well, no, it wasn't a lie. Their divorce wasn't final until after around that time, and that was still his wife because it was. I mean, that was his wife. He called her his wife. That's the only woman he called her his wife. You feel what I'm saying?
But they're
Her,
separated.
not so much because she had her entanglements, right? But him, he's always loved her, and as a man who probably been in love with her ever since he was with her because he credited a lot of his success to her in his book. You know what I'm saying? That's his wife. He's running off emotional anger.
Mm.
However, as far as him putting it up, I don't you because I didn't I fell off and I really wanted to answer, but AWS kicked me off.
No, go ahead.
Um
Now, what was your answer, bro? You could
my
close us out with it, you know?
okay, my thing is this. It's like him being $350 million, right? Over a quarter of $1 billion. And he's always accustomed to being in the limelight. Name a era or a time in the lifespan where he wasn't on TV or film. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
can't
So
do it.
he,
Yeah, I couldn't do
My
it.
whole
you know
life,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Been in it my whole life.
So he's accustomed to certain things, and I'm telling you that book of his shows the reason why he goes hard because he works to get what he want, but he only knows how to do it the way he knows how to do it. So if him making flashy dance songs at 50 and 60 years old, for him to not just stay relevant, but also get a big bag. Because remember, he also have Willow, he also have Jada. I mean, he has Jaden, and then he also has his oldest son that he had without Jada,
Good
right?
point.
You know what I'm saying? So he's always been the type of I'm a provider because it comes back from his fatherhood who made him break ice every winter. You know what I'm saying? As a kid. So when he said he got to the point where he can do for himself, he went as hard as he could. And as a business owner, I totally understand that.
Hmm.
Ask him the second question because he wasn't on when you asked that second question.
Second question, which one? That had to do with the music? One of
The
them had to do with
table and the slap.
oh yeah. So do you think that the Will Smith staying in the limelight post slap and red interview, what do you think he's doing it for? To stay relevant or to rewrite, to give himself, to rewrite his own ending, or what else do you think it could be? Why is he
You know
doing all
what?
this now?
I do believe you
Is
said
that what
it.
you were
You
talking
already
about,
said
Jordan? The other question?
No, there was another question you had.
What do you think about his new music? Should he be worth more or less than 350 mil?
No, maybe that was the question. I
What do you
didn't.
guys think of the Red Table interview or the Chris Rock slap?
Yes, that one.
okay. I look at it like this. If he never slapped Chris Rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you think about him?
He'd be my hero still, and I would look at him as a role model still.
Okay. But
Despite the Red
because of
Table story and how they tried to destroy him, I still would have respected him and be a
right.
number one supporter.
Okay. So be honest with you, and I respect that. I would never let that one situation where he was vulnerable, where he was misguided, take that from me. I'ma always look at Will Smith as that man that, you know what I'm saying, who I would like to be around. I would like if I see Will Smith on a TV show, I'm like, okay, great. This is gonna be good because we have an expectation. What he did was a flawed situation, a vulnerable moment, and we've all had those. But him being 300 worth $350 billion, his microscope, his light is a lot more shined on him and his
Mhm.
wrongdoing than somebody like me.
Yeah.
To
And don't get me wrong, I think, for sure, I totally still have a level of respect for Will Smith. I mean, he guided a lot of my youth. If I didn't care about Will Smith, I wouldn't have gone online to listen to his new music. I wouldn't be doing a review on Wakanda and what it would be like if he were to star in that role. I'm
yeah.
curious. But also, I know that after a lot of the
Good
heat that he
question.
took, it seems like he's trying to rewrite the ending of his story his own way, and I think he should just kind of ride off into the sunset a little bit.
I got a question. Did Bobby chime in on that on what did she thought about the slapping the red table interview? I don't think did you chime in? I don't think you chimed in on that one. I want to hear Bobby's views on that before we sign off.
So, red table interview, I think, back to what I was saying before, Jada and all her little escapades disrespectful to her husband. I don't appreciate that. Women need to be uplifting their men, not bringing them down. I feel like listening to some other side videos that I had seen of them, she called him names, called him like a baby. She said something about you ain't even a real man. It was something stupid too, and I'm like, what are you doing? Being very condescending towards him. This man is making his millions out here, doing his thing. I don't think he should have put his hands on Chris Rock, but he was in a vulnerable moment. He was emotional.
Yeah.
And he still received his award later for the King something, the show that he did.
He was laughing. King Richards.
King Richards. Sorry. What'd you say?
You what, Donald?
Oh yeah, originally Will Smith thought that comment was hilarious. He was laughing his ass off at first when Chris Rock made that joke, and then his wife gave him the look.
Over here doing this number like
flipped on it. It was like, oh shit, what dirt does she have on him besides what he already let out into the ether of the world that still has him saying, "This is my wife. This is my wife." I love this woman. Like, no, she's destroying you. Why do you still love this woman as your wife? You need to.
Wasn't she in love with like Tupac or something?
Yeah.
I used to love Jada Pinkett, man. She was like one of my most favorite actresses. She was in Jason's Lyric. That's when I first fell in love with her, and now she looks like she's a part of the Illuminati or something. I don't know.
Jada was too thuggish for Will Smith, man. Here's my takeaway. My takeaway from all of this. It's my lesson from this is be careful who you marry. It's even in Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich tells you really have to be careful who you marry because who you marry can impact your wealth. And that goes back to that original question you opened up with was, do you believe do we believe he should be more wealthier than what he is? Yes, I feel like he should be. And I feel like one of the reasons why he's not is because he married the wrong person. That's just my opinion. And I'll leave it at that, man.
Hey. This segment was brought to you by Marijuana's Deep Roads. And so we just keep it real. I like to talk bullshit now and then. And Will Smith is a very popular guy. He's trying to stay relevant. He was very relevant when I was growing up. He's just a little weird to me now. A little weird, Willie. He's a little weird. But, we all get weird as we get older, I guess, right?
Right.
No, but I've gotten cooler as I've gotten older.
I'm kind of weird, so is that a bad thing? I don't know. I'm confused here. Was that a trick question?
It depends on who's judging you, I guess. Who knows? Eyes are in the eyes of the beholder or something like that.
There you go.
There you go.
There is weird does. Hey.
Yeah.
Nah. Hey, that was a good way to take us out, man. To chime in the comments, man. Is Will ask that question again? End it so because I want people to chime in on the comments with that question that you had, Dr. Poole.
Yeah, man. What do you think is Will Smith's main goal right now in trying to stay in the limelight of entertainment and relevancy? Why do you think he's trying to stay relevant in 2025? Would be my question.
So chime in. Should he keep trying to stay relevant, or should he ride out into the sunset with that 350 million? Chime in. Other than that, man, I'm gonna thank everyone for tapping in with us again on this Monday, episode 71. We appreciate it. Well, like we do at this time. Bobby, let these folks know how you can help people in the Bexar County and surrounding areas.
And so if you're in the Bexar County, Atascosa County, Wilson County, Medina County, areas surrounding San Antonio, we offer water damage restoration to all the individuals who are having issues. So if you've got a leaky pipe that busted or a busted water heater and you don't know what to do, it can be very overwhelming as a homeowner. There could be water everywhere. That's rough. Give me a call. Let me know what's going on so we can get out there and get that water damage taken care of. Also, you can find me now on Facebook, Patriot Restorations LLC. Go give us a click like and follow.
Go like that. Go follow, man. Get you some tips and hit her up if you need that, because winter is coming. Dr.
Okay,
Paul,
Game of Thrones.
there you go. Right? You like that? See how I did that? Speaking of water, how can you help folks with that water out there in the Los Angeles area, sir?
Oh man, we're cleaning pools and spas, and I'm going to open it up and venture throughout Los Angeles County for repairs. And you can reach me at don.rump right here on the socials. You can also give me a call at 310-702-4759. That is the new business line.
Nice.
And we can get you some quotes and get some questions answered. So yeah, hit me up.
He hit him with the Mike Jones. You put the number out there.
Yeah.
I like that. The main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni. How are you helping folks out there, sir?
Well, I just got some breaking news, so I'm gonna help you guys with this. If you were a part of that Meta lawsuit, your money just came into your account today because it just hit mine while we was in the middle of the closing.
Hey.
Yeah, your $34.89 is there.
There you go. There you go. Hey, $34, that's a meal, baby.
Yes, it is, but you can't use it because AWS.
Terrible circles. Terrible circles.
Yeah, but look, if you're looking to go ahead and get into podcasting, I just created a new podcast ebook. It's called How to Start and Scale Your Podcast. It has ways for you to be able to talk to your guests, how to build on certain things that your guests. You see how Dr. Poole talked about Will Smith. You see how me and Geronimo brought it in with the AI. You saw how Bobby was giving you the news that you can use when it came to parenting and how to be a great person. All of that is inside that ebook, and the link is in the description. But if you need some coaching because you just want to get started, you can reach me at TikTok at Corey Giovanni, IG at Corey Giovanni, or you can just slide in our DMs and we gonna hit you.
Wow.
Hit them up. And then me, I'm trying to help folks get their vacation rental businesses started. You can make some money, man. Make some change, make it rain. You know what I mean? If not too much though. If it rains too much, call Bobby. Anyway, I got a link in this. I do this. I did it last week. I have a link in the description below. Click that link, man. That'll help you get started with your vacation rental business, man. And other than that, thanks for tapping in with us again.
Hey.
Oh, hold up. We haven't said it all week. Tell them what to do, Corey.
Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And remember, beta is better.
Hey. Holla.
Holla.
Hey.